What I've got they used to call the blues.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the greatest musical numbers and traditional tracks for tenors.
Will it be? Yes, it will.
Number 10, On the Street Where You Live, Frederick Lowe and Alan J. Lerner.
When she mentioned how her aunt bit off the spoon.
The golden era of Hollywood had a particular sound when it came to movie musicals. The most recognizable numbers are upbeat ballads featuring a happy-go-lucky tune. Few exemplify this better than On the Street Where You Live from My Fair Lady.
I have often walked down this street before.
A chirpy ballad filled with elongated notes. The movie version is sung by Bill Shirley, dubbing actor Jeremy Brent. Andy Williams would release his own version the same year the movie came out, taking the key and tempo down a tad in the process.
People stop and stare.
Its straightforward tune and structure, as well as its adaptability, make this classic number a classic choice for a classical tenor.
On the street where you live.
Number 9, Somebody to Love, Queen.
Each morning I get out my diary, can barely stand on my feet. Take a look at yourself.
Freddie Mercury's vocals on Somebody to Love are a veritable roller coaster. Employing both head and chest voices, the singer goes both low and high, reaching a falsetto-led finish via a flurry of improvised notes.
I work hard every day of my life. I work till I ache my bones.
But these aren't the most impressive parts of the performance, as any singer can employ the same skills. The real test for a tenor is the power behind the notes, regardless of where they fall within the number.
That's right, all I wanna in my brain. Oh, I got no common sense.
For Mercury, every word sounds effortless even though it fills the room. And that's before they get to the operatic-esque choral finish. Not one syllable is dropped, nor a word wasted. Number 8, Just the Way You Are, Bruno Mars.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining.
Bruno Mars's 2010 hit Just the Way You Are deserves another video just to list its accolades and awards. The Best Male Pop Vocal Performance Grammy Award win is potentially the biggest qualification for inclusion here, however, as the song is a tenor's delight.
Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me.
The lyrics are somewhat sappy, which drew criticism from music reviewers, but this only seems to draw more attention to the quality of Mars's crisp voice.
'Cause you're amazing.
The steep rise at the break into the chorus showcases Mars's range, which is a low F to a high tenor C across the song. Just the Way You Are has been covered numerous times since its release by established singers and on reality shows.
Just the way you are.
Number 7, Pasajeta, Adam Guettel.
Come with me, walk with me, walking in my city.
The Light on the Piazza is a Broadway musical that breaks tradition by, well, leaning truly into tradition. Unlike other shows that debuted at the time, Adam Guettel's music shies away from modern pop infusion and sticks rigidly to the more operatic neo-romantic styles of the previous century.
Now is I am happiness, never I am unhappiness.
And it truly works in the musical's favor. In fact, critics consider the music to outshine the story, and particularly, solos such as Pasajeta offer young performers the opportunity to appreciate older styles with a modern twist.
My skin.
Your skin is like me.
For Pasajeta, there is a whirling melody, allowing performers the full use of their range in flow.
La Pasajeta.
Number 6, Landslide, Fleetwood Mac.
I took my love, took it down.
Considered one of the best rock songwriters, Stevie Nicks has an impressive contralto voice, with low tones and vibratos galore, but many of her songs are equally attractive for ambitious tenors as well.
Can I sail through the changing ocean tides?
For example, her 1975 song Landslide, a ballad about her struggling to choose a life on the road or back in education, has become a favorite of singers.
But time makes you bold.
somber melody may have prevented the song from becoming a huge success upon its initial release. It never passed number 51 on the Billboard charts, but the tune resonated with discerning vocalists. The best example is the Smashing Pumpkins cover, where vocalist Billy Corgan did not change the key or tempo at all.
Landslide going down.
Number 5. Thinking Out Loud, Ed Sheeran.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
It was inevitable that we would reach Mr. Sheeran at some point on this list. Though he may be thinking out loud, Sheeran's vocals demonstrate a comfortable ability to play on the tenor range.
Take me into your loving arms.
Like his fellow balladsmith Bruno Mars, Sheeran uses every opportunity to push his vocals within the track itself, as evidenced in the steep dip down in melody for the chorus, from straining on the high notes to quieter lows throughout the verses.
Thinking out loud.
The song covers just shy of a 2-octave melody range, and so is quite surprisingly conservative. But because of the length of time staying in the upper register and the crescendo nature of the performance, it is a go-to for many tenors in acoustic sets, or more likely, weddings.
Maybe we found love right where we are.
Number 4. Rainy Days and Mondays, The Carpenters.
Talking to myself and feeling old.
Similar to Landslide, which would follow 4 years later, Rainy Days and Mondays is easily adaptable for a tenor. The melody has a definite tinge of melancholy that supports a dramatic interpretation, but the almost whimsical narrative keeps it from becoming over the top.
Funny, but it seems I always wind up here with you.
And the big false finish is also very attractive to those seeking something a little different. In other words, there is plenty to play with in this song.
Run and find the one who loves me.
If you're a tenor who wants to tell a story with more dynamics than Landslide, then look here.
Rainy days, Mondays always get me down.
Number 3. Out There, Alan Menken and Stephen Schwartz.
Safe behind these windows and these parapets of stone, gazing at the people down below me.
Alan Menken's time as Disney Animation's go-to composer is somewhat of a golden era for the House of Mouse.
All my life I memorized their faces, knowing them as they will never know me.
With 9 Academy Award nominations for Best Original Song for his animated feature works between 1989's The Little Mermaid and 1997's Hercules. It's not difficult to see why. Yet while each movie would have 1 or 2 big numbers, it is a somewhat lesser acclaimed one that earns a place on this list. Out There, sung by Quasimodo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Out there where they all live on, where
The upbeat, big, and brassy, and almost operatic ballad is not an easy song for tenors to attempt, as it requires a lot of breath. But anyone who can belt out these notes deserves applause.
with my share, won't resent, won't despair, old and bent, I won't care.
Number 2. Something's Coming, Leonard Bernstein and Stephen Sondheim.
Could be, who knows?
From West Side Story and from not one, but 2 musical legends, Something's Coming is the very opposite of our previous entry Out There. Tony's hopeful song is a very hushed and controlled affair, which would give any performer a lot of work to do.
Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good.
Even the original movie's Tony, Richard Beamer, had to be dubbed over to ensure the quality was just right. Something's Coming requires a broad range, going from quiet low notes to a falsetto high finish very quickly.
Come on, something, come on in. Don't be shy, meet a guy, pull up a chair.
And is rarely adapted to fit the singer, meaning the singer must fit the song. But make no mistake, when performed well, it is a guaranteed hit.
Maybe tonight, maybe tonight.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Fast Car, Tracy Chapman. Chapman's unique vocals are silky smooth and reach all.
I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone.
Somewhere over the rainbow, Israel Kamakavivole. The beautiful, soothing sounds go straight for the soul.
Dreams really do come true.
Stay with me, Sam Smith. Sam Smith fuses this pop ballad with a truly warm effect.
But darling, stay with me.
Heaven on Their Minds from Jesus Christ Superstar. No matter who plays Judas, every cast member wants this number.
We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are?
She's always a woman, Billy Joel. Joel's versatile melody matches his versatile vocals.
Blame it all on yourself, 'cause she's always a woman to me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Nessun Dorma, Giacomo Puccini.
Nessun dorma.
Sadly, Giacomo Puccini never witnessed arguably the greatest tenor of all time, Luciano Pavarotti, perform the Act 3 Turandot aria Nessun Dorma.
Ed il mio bacio scioglierai la
Translated to Let No One Sleep. It is aptly named, as the climactic crescendo at the song's closing note is sung with such gusto by the late opera star that few, or perhaps none, will ever forget hearing it. With all due respect to all other tenors out there, and there are some brilliant renditions, they will all be unfavorably compared to Pavarotti's emotional vocals, and rightfully so.
tramontate stelle.
While he made a name hitting high Cs in Donizetti's Por Mon Âme and holding notes forever in Una furtiva lagrima, Nessun Dorma will always be Pavarotti's song.
Alla leva vincerò.
Are our picks too bass or too alto for your tastes? Sound off, pun intended, in the comments.
Maybe tonight.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.